Hey diabetic friends, how you doing? It is January 11th and today I have kind of a serious post. It's a little bit of a longer post, sort of a public service announcement for people just to keep you aware of some things that happened to me and so that you can avoid the pitfalls that happened to me yesterday. There's also a nice little trick that I learned that can help you with this at the end of the video. But like I said, it's a long video. If you're watching on Instagram, it's probably going to be 2 or 3 videos. If you're watching on YouTube, it'll be just one long video, but this is all about Dexcom. So first and foremost, I have to say, I love Dexcom. I love the product, and their product has actually changed my life quite a bit. It's made my life a lot easier to manage with diabetes. You can see your readings every 3 minutes. And if you don't have one, I highly recommend that you do get one. This is actually a life-changing tool to manage your diabetes. However, I ran into a situation yesterday that's never happened to me before, but I thought I should do I should make a video to kind of warn people and show you kind of how to avoid this. So, long story short, I was working away midday and I got this little message from my Dexcom software that said, warning, in 2 weeks, your transmitter will expire. So 2 weeks, I thought, okay, no big deal. And it said you should, if you haven't already, order a new one. And I thought, okay, great. I feel like I'm pretty on top of things. I'll just order one right away. So I called customer service and I ordered the new one. And but what I noticed is that when I tried to kind of pair a new sensor, nothing was happening. So I talked to the guys and I talked to the customer service team and I said, hey, listen, customer service, you gave me a warning that said my transmitter is going to be dead in 2 weeks. How come it's not lasting that full 2 weeks? And what they said to me was very interesting, and you should know this. That is actually what they call a courtesy warning message. Now, to me, it was slightly misleading because it did say it will last or it'll expire in 2 weeks. That's not the case. The truth of the matter is that the transmitter expires for the G5 sensors after 3 months. So that's really just a courtesy warning that I was supposed to get 3 weeks prior to that 3 months being done. Now, after talking to technical service, they said that they made a mistake and that I didn't get the proper message 3 weeks prior to the transmitter dying. But nonetheless, that is not really a 2-week warning. That's really just a courtesy warning to let you know that your transmitter is pretty much already dead, that you need to order a new one. I know there are certain circumstances where people have the battery life come back, and it can last a little longer. However, my recommendation in this whole scenario is don't really rely on the software in your Dexcom to tell you when to reorder. From now on, I'm putting something in my calendar to let me know the earliest date that I can reorder. In fact, I'm going to call Dexcom and figure out the dates, like the very first day that my insurance will allow me to make the next purchase. And that day, I'm going to call in. Hopefully, it's like a month before the battery dies. So that's number one. Number two is in January, I learned that everybody's insurance kind of renews itself. And in the process, Dexcom has to do kind of a background check on your insurance. And what that means is that somebody like me who didn't know that my transmitter was dead actually has to wait like a week for Dexcom to check with my insurance to make sure it's valid, make sure it's really good for 2018. And then they're going to send something out. There's a huge line of people waiting to get their stuff, and they have to revalidate everybody's insurance. So my recommendation for you is, if you haven't done so already, call Dexcom, make sure you're lined up and ready to roll, because you could be waiting a long time to get your supplies if you don't. Now, here's the trick. And this was pretty cool of the customer service team to let me in on this, but he said, listen, Matt, here's what you do. If you can't live without your Dexcom CGM for a couple of days, we can send you one tonight. We can overnight it. You will have to pay out of pocket for it, but we have a 30-day return policy, no questions asked. So what you can do, if you're in my situation right now, is you can order one, pay out of pocket, use a credit card if you have the means to do so, or whatever it is. Keep it for the week that it takes for the insurance companies to be checked out, then return it with no questions asked, and they'll refund your money, no problem. So that's my my little public service announcement for today. Again, I love Dexcom, great product. I couldn't live without it. But just keep that in mind with regards to the insurance. Quick product update for you. I got my Skin Tack wipes, so whoever recommended that to me, thank you so much. These are going to be awesome. Really excited to use that. And as always, I used a little Slice Slim Recovery after my tennis match today. I just got home a little sweaty, sorry about that, but I used this. It's sweetened naturally with stevia and monk fruit. So this is awesome for us diabetics, 0 stimulants. This is what you need after you're working out to recover better. So that's it for today. Have a great night, and I will talk to you soon.